Welcome friends, Dr. Srinivas K. Shetty. Welcome to another video on crystal structure. In the previous video, we have studied symmetry operations. We are going to study point groups, space groups and two-dimensional lattices. Point groups and space groups. In the previous video, we have studied there are mainly four symmetry operations. These symmetry operations are translation, rotation, reflection and inversion. The last three operations, that means rotation, reflection and inversion operations, isn't it? So, because they determine the symmetry around any point, they and their combinations means rotation, reflection and inversion and their combinations give certain symmetry elements. They give rise to certain symmetry elements which determine symmetry of space around a point. The group of such symmetry operations at a point is called as a point group. The group of such symmetry elements or symmetry operations at a point is called as a point group. In two dimensions, rotation and reflection are only point operations, isn't it? So, in two dimensions, point operations are rotation and reflection. If we combine rotation and reflection, they produce or they yield 10 different point groups which are designated as 1, 1m, 2, 2mm, 3, 3m, 4, 4mm, 5, 6 and 6mm, isn't it? 1 means one-fold rotation. The lattice repeats itself after rotation through 360 degrees. 1m means it is one-fold rotation with reflection, isn't it? So, there exists a point or there exists a line or plane which can divide the lattice into two identical halves which are mirror images of each other, isn't it? That is the meaning of first m, isn't it? Similarly, 2mm. 2 means two-fold rotation, simple two-fold rotation. 2mm means simple two-fold rotation with reflection. First m represents a line which is parallel to the axis and second m represents a line or plane which is perpendicular to the axis, which divides the lattice into two identical parts which are mirror images of each other. These things we have studied in the previous video in detail. So, combining rotation and reflection, we get 10 symmetry elements, isn't it? Which are 1, 1m, 2, 2mm, 3m, 4, 4mm, 6 and 6mm. In three dimensions, situation becomes more complicated because there comes into existence the third point operation, which is inversion, isn't it? So, rotation, reflection and inversion are the point operations. These operations, rotation, reflection and inversion and their combinations determine symmetry around of a point in a space, symmetry of space around a point. That is why they are called as point groups, isn't it? So, there are 32 point groups in two dimensions. Like 10 point groups in two dimensions, there are 32 point groups in three dimensions. In two dimensions, there are only two point operations, rotation and reflection. In three dimensions, and these two point operations yield 10 combinations. Similarly, in three dimensions, there comes into existence third point operation, that is inversion. So, rotation, reflection and inversion and their combinations produce 32 point groups in three-dimensional lattice. crystals are classified on the basis of their symmetry. Crystals are classified on the basis of their symmetry, which is compared with the symmetry of different groups. We have to compare the symmetry of the crystals with the symmetry of the groups, isn't it? Point groups. There should exist some kind of symmetry element inside the crystal, isn't it? Lattices which are consistent with point group operations are limited. There are limited number of lattices which are consistent with the point groups operations, isn't it? These lattices are called as Bravais lattices. This is an important term in crystallography, a Bravais lattice. A Bravais lattice is one which is consistent with one of the point group operations, isn't it? The point symmetry of crystal structure is determined by point symmetry of the lattice and basis, isn't it? So, the point symmetry of the crystal structure is determined by point symmetry of lattice and basis. We have to determine the point symmetry of lattice and basis, and on the basis of point symmetry of lattice and basis, point symmetry of the crystal structure is determined. To determine point symmetry of crystal structure, it should be noted that unit cell must show point symmetry at more than one location inside it, isn't it? So, in order to determine the point symmetry of a crystal structure, there are two conditions. First condition is that unit cell must show point symmetry at more than one location inside it. It should show point symmetry, and that should be at more than one location inside the unit cell. And the second condition is that the symmetry elements comprising combined point and translation operations must exist at these locations. The symmetry elements comprising combined point and translation operations must exist at these locations. These are the two conditions. The group of all symmetry elements of a crystal structure is called as a space group. What is a space group? Space group is a group of all symmetry elements of a crystal structure. To determine symmetry of crystal structure as a whole, isn't it? There are 17 and 230 space groups possible and in 2 dimensions and 3 dimensions, isn't it? So, like point groups, there are 10 and 32 point groups in 2 dimensions and 3 dimensions. Similarly, there are 17 and 230 space groups possible in 2 dimensions and 3 dimensions. I suppose you have understood what is the meaning of point groups and space groups. Now let us proceed to study what is types of lattices, isn't it? In this we are going to study 2-dimensional lattices and 3-dimensional lattices. The number of point groups in 2 dimensions and 3 dimensions are 10 and 32 that we have studied, isn't it? There are 10 and 32 point groups in 2 dimensions and 3 dimensions respectively. These point groups form basis for construction of different types of lattices. These point groups form the basis. They are the basis for the formation of construction of different types of lattices. So, for different types of lattices, there should exist some kind of point groups, and the lattices which are consistent with one point group operations, point group symmetry elements are called as Bravais lattices. Only those lattices are permissible which are consistent with point group operations. Only those lattices are permissible which are consistent with which are consistent with point group operations. These are called as Brebbius lattices. In the 10 and 32 point groups in 2 dimensions and 3 dimensions produce 5 and 14 distinct Brebbius lattices, isn't it? So, 10 and 32 point groups in 2 dimensions and 3 dimensions produce 5 and 14 distinct Brebbius lattices. These Brebbius lattices become part of 4 and 7 crystal systems. So, these Brebbius lattices are classified into, or they form a crystal systems. So, 4 and 7 crystal systems are possible in 2 dimensions and 3 dimensions. So, there are 5 and 14 Brebbius lattices and 4 and 7 crystal systems. So, these crystal systems contain the Brebbius lattice. This 4 crystal system contains 5 Brebbius lattices and 7 crystal systems contain the 14 Brebbius lattices in 3 dimensions. Now, let us study what are 2-dimensional lattices. In this case, there are 4 crystal systems. These are named as oblique, rectangular, square and hexagonal. The 4 crystal systems in 2 dimensions are oblique, rectangular, square and hexagonal. The rectangular crystal system has 2 Brebbius lattices. The rectangular crystal system has 2 Brebbius lattices. Which are the 2 Brebbius lattices? Rectangular primitive and rectangular centered. There are 5 Brebbius lattices in 2 dimensions that are shown in figure, isn't it? First is oblique, isn't it? So, the lattice constants that define this oblique crystal system or Brebbius lattice are given by A is not equal to B. So, these are the fundamental translation vector or unit cell parameters they may be called, isn't it? A is not equal to B and the angle between A and B is represented as gamma, and gamma is not equal to 90 degrees. So, oblique crystal system is defined by the lattice constants or lattice parameters as A is not equal to B, gamma is not equal to 90 degrees, isn't it? Second is the rectangular crystal system. As mentioned earlier, there are 2 Brebbius lattices, rectangular primitive and rectangular centered. And the lattice parameters are A is not equal to B, gamma is equal to 90 degrees. So, the translation vectors A and B are not equal to each other. A is not equal to B, but the angle between them, gamma, is equal to 90 degrees. So, rectangular primitive and rectangular centered. In rectangular primitive, all the lattice points are at the corners, isn't it? And the effective number of lattice points per unit cell is 1. Whereas, in rectangular centered, the lattice points are at the corner as well as at the center. There is a lattice point at the center. So, effective number of lattice points per unit cell is greater than 1. So, there are 2 Brebbius lattices for a rectangular crystal system, that are rectangular primitive and rectangular centered. The third crystal system is square. The lattice constants are A is equal to B, gamma is equal to 90 degrees. Here the translation vectors A and B are A is equal to B and gamma is equal to 90 degrees. This is called as square crystal system. It has only 1 Brebbius lattice. Similarly, the other crystal system is hexagonal. 4th crystal system is hexagonal crystal system. Here A is equal to B and gamma is equal to 120 degrees, not 90 degrees. It is 120 degrees. So, A and B are equal to each other, but the angle between them is equal to 120 degrees. So, there are 4 crystal systems and 5 Brebbius lattices in 2-dimensional lattices, isn't it? So, these things are summarized in a tabulated form. So, oblique crystal system, it has only one Bravais lattice. The point groups observed in the oblique crystal system are 1 and 2. So, one fold symmetry and two fold symmetry. Bravais lattice is one Bravais lattice oblique. The conventional unit cell is of the form parallelogram, isn't it? And the lattice pair unit cell characteristics, A is not equal to B, gamma is not equal to 90 degrees. Second crystal system, rectangular crystal system, characteristic point group symmetry elements or point group symmetry elements are 1m and 2mm, isn't it? So, the Bravais lattices are rectangular primitive and rectangular centered. Unit cell is of the form rectangle. Unit cell parameters are A is not equal to B, but gamma is equal to 90 degrees. Third crystal system, square crystal system. It has only one Bravais lattice. Point groups elements are 4 and 4mm, isn't it? And Bravais lattice is square. Conventional unit cell is of the form square. A is equal to B, unit cell parameters. A is equal to B, gamma is equal to 90 degrees. Fourth crystal system in 2 dimensions is the hexagonal crystal system. Point group symmetry elements are 3, 3m, 6, 6mm. Bravais lattice is hexagonal. Conventional unit cell is 60 degrees rhombus. Unit cell parameters are A is equal to B, gamma is equal to 120 degrees, isn't it? So, in this way we come to the end of the video. So, in today's video we have studied what is meant by point groups and space groups. What is a Bravais lattice. Then we have studied two-dimensional lattices. In two-dimensional lattices we have studied what are the crystal systems in 2 dimensions, 4 crystal systems, oblique, square, rectangular and oblique, square, rectangular and hexagonal, isn't it? So, there are 4 crystal systems and 5 Bravais lattices in 2 dimensions, isn't it? In the next video, we will study what is meant by what are 3-dimensional crystal systems. So, in 3-dimensional crystal systems, as mentioned earlier, there are 7 crystal systems and 14 Bravais lattices. We will study them in detail, isn't it? So, till then, take care, like our video, share and like our video, share our video, isn't it? And you can press the bell button, isn't it? So, thank you very much.